Barbara Yee with CTAR. I've been here 12 years, and I've been at like 4 other universities. So I have a career that was mostly elsewhere and come here. I'm now a chair, and whenever I bring in new faculty, I try to help them as much as I can. So their struggles are my struggles as chair to try to resolve some of the problems. And being here for 12 years, I've noticed that the systems work in parallel. They all work in parallel, and they're not integrated. In other words, the personnel system is not integrated with the fiscal system. So you fix one thing, then you got to fix the other things to try to solve some of these problems. And so one of the regents told me, well, if you bring us the problem, we'll try to fix it. And so I'm supporting Bob Paul's idea about major overhaul, about the rules and regulations about how we do things on this campus. That would significantly decrease my workload as chair and enhance the faculty quality of life on this campus. And I've noticed that a lot of things are delegated down to the chairs, whereas in other campuses that I've been at, they were all handled by administrators and administrative staff. And so if we move the responsibilities back up to the administrators, I think it would help us tremendously. The second point I wanted to make is regarding how do we mobilize our resources to address some of these issues as a group? And I think your idea scale is wonderful because it'll allow us, more of us, to launch our opinions. And so what I'm going to suggest to him as the way to organize things is think about the major categories of comments and organize them by categories so we can see certain things like fiscal issues, personnel issues, research issues, and promotion and tenure. So you organize them by categories that would facilitate some of the answers.
I'm going to recruit you. No good deed goes unpunished. So I'm going to recruit you to help me with idea scale and categorize. Thank you. I'll see you after after the session.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, and that's the kind of thing that we're really initiating this series of conversations for, is to get that kind of feedback. What can we as faculty do together at our separate campuses? I think we share some real common problems, the issues that you just outlined. It almost seems as if at my campus, the more administrators we get, the more work gets pushed down to the faculty. It's incredible. Yeah, they have to somehow justify their position by giving us work to do and writing reports that aren't going to really impact the work we're hired to do, which is for us teach, for you teach and do research.
If I can draw on my experience a little bit, during the time that I was at the Cancer Center, in the earlier years, we didn't have a lot of administration. And the administration we did have, we integrated well with. We knew them. We worked daily with them. And that eliminated a lot of the problems. As the Cancer Center got bigger and got more money, there weren't more faculty there, but the administration grew and grew. And a couple years ago, they sent out an edict that they would not answer their phones in the fiscal office because they were just too busy and they couldn't be bothered with answering the phone, and they started locking their doors. And they were in another building that was, a way away. And that distance, I think, creates a lot of the problems that occur. When you know the person and you can just walk into their office and say, look, this is my problem, that solves a lot. And that's what I found in the past. But as time went on, this growth of administration just took over. And and I always told them, I said, look, a lot of these rules are ridiculous. If I wanted to steal money, I know how to do it. I could do it very easily. And you would never have a clue because you people don't know what we do down here. Things like inventory, they'd come around to inventory and they go, this is ridiculous. You don't know what you're inventorying. I can tell you anything is this. And so there has to be a certain level of trust. And I think that's something that we had. I mean, we knew we could trust, the people that worked there. They knew that which of the faculty were trustworthy, which you had to, keep an eye on. But increasingly, I see that disappearing, and we're seeing more and more barriers that, and I think that's a big part of the problem.